Holy crap, what a finish! And as a pure hoops fan, what a basketball game. The Toronto Raptors outlast, I guess would be the right word to use, the Indiana Pacers 132-131. And Buddy Hield had the game in his hands. And as a Toronto sports fan, you're waiting for that thing to drop. But it doesn't. And I am sweating buckets. And I'm tired. And it's crazy. Absolutely. You know what? I actually need a drink of water. We'll give a little bit of that as well. Oh, I'm awake now. That thing is nice and cold. Oh. All right. Let's break down this puppy because there's just so much to break down. There's so much to break down. Let's start right at the beginning where in 2023-24 Raptors fashion, they come out slow. And they're down by 13 early in the fourth. And it is just looking awful, right? They're making shots. We can't get a lick on offense. Defensively, look out of sorts. It is looking putrid. But that is the biggest lead they had, was 13. The Raptors crawl back and make it an 8-point game. After one quarter of play, you're still down 8, 35-27. Still not the best. In the second quarter, when the second unit goes out there, they gave you a ton of energy tonight. Finally, it's beautiful. And Malachi Flynn had the best game of his year, no doubt. He was outstanding. You win that second quarter, 41-30. And just like that, you're up by 3 at halftime. Now, I really don't like, that corner 3 from Miles Turner to end the half, but c'est la vie. And you go into the break up 3. You're in a good spot. But with a team as good as that, with their offense as good as it is, you cannot sit back. You're only up by 1 possession. It's long from over. And in the third quarter, they give you the first punch. They get to go on a little run. They get you down, was it 5-7, something like that. And the Raptors, they counter a bit. And you lose that third quarter 36-32, but you're only down by 1 heading into the fourth. And Pascal Siakam, basically himself, kept this team afloat in the third quarter. And you go in the fourth, and Pascal is not going to start on the floor. You're running out there with an OG and Scotty run lineup. I believe they had Malachi Flynn out there. They had Chris Boucher out there. Maybe it was Otto to start. I can't remember who else was out there with them, but they did an outstanding job. Not only to maybe build up a tiny lead or, keep them in the ball game. That's really what it was. And they did an outstanding job doing so. I'm so proud of that unit because then Pascal comes back in the lineup. Then you get Dennis back out there and they finish off the game. But let's move forward now to the final stretch of that fourth quarter. Scotty Barnes gets the inbound and they fake handoff, which brings, I believe it was Miles Turner. Was it Miles Turner? I believe it was Miles Turner over, and right as Scotty sees that, albeit I think his back was turned, so he might not have seen it. He turns the corner, heads downhill, throws it down, and won because he got clocked in the face. Just a big-time play for Scotty, and Raptor fans, if you remember that from the old Milwaukee game with Jonas Valanciunas, where he's lying on the floor like that afterwards. I think they lost that game in OT, but it was right at the buzzer, too. I remember that. God, what a ball game that was. And that puts you up, and you're in great shape. We fast forward again. Raptors up 3, 132-129. And Tyrese Halliburton, God, what a ball game he put together, and what a couple games he's put together. Him and Buddy Hield, incredible the last couple days. But 33-16 for Tyrese Halliburton today. But my God, can we stop trying to just bait for calls? You're down 3. You drive on OG, one of the best one-on-one defenders. So you're not going to get that call every time. Drives on him. Not much contact, but he flails, he kind of fades to the baseline, or to the corner, really, and tries to bank it off the backboard. It doesn't go in. And then timeout was called. And then Halliburton's, love Kyle Lowry. We love him dearly, but that pulls Kyle, your hands out, looking at every official, trying to, lose their mind. Obviously, no challenge. They might have already used their challenge. I couldn't remember at that point. But anyways, he doesn't get the call there. And then he comes down the floor again, and again looks for OG, and it was such minimal contact, and he basically flies right into OG. They gave him that call. Darko tries to review it. They're not going to give it to OG twice in a row, so they give him the foul. And Tyrese Haliburton drills both free throws. It's a 1-point game. It's 132-131. Raptors inbound the ball to Scotty Barnes, and I was okay if Scotty hung on to this ball. I understand you want to waste some time. I get that. But he heaves it to Gary Trent Jr. And when the heave happened, I was like, oh my God, don't turn this over. Gary jumps, gets the ball, then he's fouled. Then my instant thought is, Gary has been awful this year shooting the free throws. 56% shooting from the line this year. Why? You look back to his career numbers. He's a career 81% free throw shooter. As a Raptor, he's an 83% free throw shooter. Why all of a sudden can he just not shoot the free throws? It is incredible. And he misses both. And they cross the timeline, and they doubled Haliburton, and it gets Buddy Hield free. He's wide open. It's a deep three. And again, like I said off the top of the video, every Toronto sports fan looked at this as like, this is going to fall, isn't it? We're going to lose this game. And it rims out, and you hang on. 132-131 win for the Toronto Raptors, but this is why this team is so damn frustrating. By the way, I just want to shout out to you guys, and I want to really put this out there to you. I am very intrigued about doing lives during games for you guys. Now, obviously, YouTube Live is very tricky for a lot of people to watch, and for a lot of people, for me to set up as well. TikTok is a big platform for that. I've seen, obviously, a lot of TikTok Lives, and I'm very intrigued to do that. Now, I have to have 1,000 followers to do so. So I'd love to see you guys over there. If you want to see a TikTok Live during any sporting event game, Leafs, Raptors, Jays, whenever I can, I'd love to do that for you guys, but we got to get there to 1,000. So the link is down below if you want to follow up there. And I'd love to have you guys on there. It'd be such a different experience for me, and it'd be kind of something we can add to the channel and add to the family that we got here. So that's something I want to put out there, and also the Twitter's down below as well. I always do in-game live tweets, so check that out down below. All right, now let's move on. And you win that fourth quarter. What is it? 32-30. Team stats: you shoot 53% from the field. They shoot 55% from the field. Raptors shoot 41% from three to their 46% from three. They made 7 more threes, plus 21 in the points differential. But the Toronto Raptors were 83% from the line. Isn't it remarkable when you make your freebies and against a team that fouls a lot and a team that the Raptors love to live in the paint, so you're going to get the calls. Make your damn freebies. 25 for 30. Albeit 3 of those misses were in the final minute of this game, which was kind of garbage. Scotty's kind of, was halfway down and popped out, and then the 2 Gary misses. But 83% from the line to their 81. 25 for 30 for the Toronto Raptors. Fantastic job there. And you out-rebounded them like crazy. You wanted this game more. 46-31. Dominant. 13-5 on the offensive glass. Dominant. You had 26 assists in the game. Still 17 turnovers, right? It's still a very large margin to their 14. Very even in points in the paint, 64-64. Second chance points off of those offensive boards, you were plus 10, 18-8. Fast break, you were still minus 6, 18-12. Points off of turnovers, 32-21 in favor of them. So that was a big, big job there. But the Toronto Raptors put in work, and they got this one. They put the hard hats on, as Jack Armstrong likes to say, and they won a ball game. And it's so painful because you didn't see the effort yesterday. And that's the problem with this Raptors team. You know it's in there. You know they can do it. And they put up an effort like this, and you're like, entertaining, fun, solid win against a tough team on the road. On the second night of a back-to-back, I understand they were as well. But then you saw yesterday, and it's like they just lied down and die. It was just awful. Let's see these player stats. Jakob Poeltl, 6 points, 4 boards, 6 assists, 3 of 4 shooting. 1 block in the game, 3 fouls with -2 and only 29 minutes of work. Whatever. I don't know. Pascal Siakam, without a doubt, the MVP of this game for the Toronto Raptors. 36, 10, and 4, 13 of 24, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from distance. Had a block in the game, -5, but man, he carried this team for large portions of this match. OG Anunoby, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 12 from the field, was 1 of 4 from distance. Big corner 3 in the fourth quarter, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Had a steal in the game, was a -6. Scotty Barnes, who was very sluggish for the first 3 quarters, and that kind of summed it up last year, but 20 points, 12 boards, 4 assists, 7 of 17 shooting, 4 of 5 from the line, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 steals for Scotty, was a -10 on the floor. Something to keep an eye on. Dennis Schroeder, a couple tough turnovers to watch, but 26, 6, and 5. You can't complain. 10 of 16 shooting, 4 of 4 from the line, 2 of 5 from 3. Had a steal in the game, 4 turnovers in the ball game. Was a -2. Gary Trent Jr., I yapped Gary, but he was a +14 on the floor. 8 points, 1 board, 1 assist, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from three-point range. Had a steal in the game. Like I said, +14. You'll take it. Malachi Flynn, easily the best player off the bench, hands down. The energy, the effort, the want, and the will to win got it for him today. 19 minutes played, but 14, 4, and 2. 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range. Had a block in the game. Yes, was a -4, but that doesn't suggest how he played today. Outstanding game for him. And Otto Porter, think about it, right? Otto, 3 points, 4 boards, 1 of 1 shooting, took 1 3, made that 3, was a +14. Chris Boucher, 6 points, 1 board, 1 of 3, but he was 4 of 4 from the free throw line, +6. The energy from your bench got it done. Proud of them for this win tonight. They really needed this one. They deserved it. The problem is, can you consistently do it? And that's something we have not seen. So, Friday, the final game of the group play in the in-season tournament that means absolutely nothing for the Toronto Raptors goes, and the Chicago Bulls, on Friday at Scotiabank Arena. They finally come back home, 7:30 tip-off there. You better win that game. DeMar, I don't think is playing. I think he's still hurt. Is he playing? Oh, no, he's playing. He played today. Never mind. So, no matter what, they're 5-10. They're talking about trading Zach LaVine. They're not a good ball team. You're at home. Win the damn game. Do it like you did against the Pistons. I mean, they're not that bad, but go out there, get a big lead early, don't look back. Win a ball game, get back to 500. That's all I got to say. All right, so guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the dub today, because it was a fun basketball game to watch, 26 different lead changes is bananas. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button. Yes, not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you're not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, all right, both teams on Friday. Leafs around 2 o'clock on Friday in Chicago against the Blackhawks, the first game back since coming back from Sweden, so no expectations really for that game, but we'll see how it goes. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action on Friday night as they take on the Chicago Bulls at Scotiabank Arena, looking to make it 2 in a row and beat a team you're supposed to beat without a doubt. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and this game today because it was very entertaining. We'll talk to you guys then.